Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio del podcast del Salón de Idiomas. And well, here we are starting to be a little Christmassy, aren't we? Hi, Rox.
I just got trimmed. You know, like Ra, another teacher here, said, I think you need some decoration for today's podcast. And she did her best of trimming, as if I were a Christmas tree.
Yeah, we should definitely put a star on your head.
Yeah, you look like pretty comfortable as well with
Yeah, I like these braids, yeah.
Okay.
They make me feel fancy.
And what about the thing you have over here? What was that?
I don't know, I'm gonna call it my precious.
Fair enough.
So, as you might have been guessing right now, the ones that are looking at the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're not, then if you're listening this on Spotify, just keep going. However, you should also want to take a look at it on YouTube due to the fact that we also are wearing like cool Christmas stuff.
So yeah, it's Christmas, guys.
Yeah, it's Christmas. That's the point of today's episode is Christmas. So yeah. So Christmas.
Yeah, who would guessed after a year?
Yeah. Every year it happens. Yeah, sure. So, what are we going to talk about today?
Yeah, it's, I don't know. I mean, there are so many things to talk about this time of the year. I was thinking of getting to know more about the origin of certain words. And I believe you have some nice insights there.
Oh, yeah, sure. I wanted you to ask me so bad. I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to these kind of topics.
Okay.
I love knowing the meaning of words.
Okay, so let's start with the first one, which is Christmas. I mean, I always thought it was like the day of Christ, right?
Yeah, well, you're right in that. Like, it's Christmas and it's Christ is for Christ, which is like obviously like Jesus and all that. However, the Mass comes from Latin, maese. I'm hoping that I'm not butchering the language right now.
It's already...
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that native speakers won't be mad at me. And if they are, well, I'm sure that they won't tell me.
Pretty sure. I'm not sure whether they're still native speaker, like Latin native speakers. Okay, so basically Christmas comes from Mass, which comes from the Latin, the Mass, the church Mass, right?
Not really. There are actually several interpretations when it comes to this. Like one of them, which is perhaps not really accepted, is that Mass comes from Christ Mass. So it's like the Mass of Jesus. So it's like the body of Jesus.
Oh, okay.
That's one.
Okay.
Other interpretations are that, for instance, the maese comes from the word misa, which is kind of like which is also the meaning of Eucharistic.
Okay.
And that's where, Christians are eating like bread and wine and all that. So it's kind of like, that's why it's also translated into like the body of Jesus. So that's kind of like.
Okay, but that's interesting because misa actually has the same meaning as mesa, where you actually have all the food on.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh, that's mind blowing.
And perhaps that's what like you have these reunions in Spanish, like misa, when you go to misa.
Yeah, go to the mass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Huh?
So
the other thing that I really fancy about the word Christmas is that it's, as the English language on its own, a Franken word from Franken languages.
Okay.
So we have said that Mass comes from Latin. However, do you know where Christ comes from?
It's not Latin, that?
No, it's Greek.
Greek?
Yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah, it's Greek from Christos. And this word it's a translation of Hebrew that it means Messiah.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so many things here.
Yeah. And it's pretty much the meaning of Christmas. And then there's another little detail.
Oh my God, I just hope I don't get all the tinsel in a tangle here with so many things. Okay. Yeah,
Just one more detail.
You go.
So, Xmas. I always thought that Xmas was like, I don't know, like a rebellious way or like a cool way to say.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, most of us, when you text friends, you say, have a happy Xmas. Like Christmas, right?
Yeah.
But it's not just a modern world word for it.
No, actually, some people considered that it was in order to take away the Christ part of Christmas. However, as you might guess, that seems a little blasphemous.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, the actual meaning is that the X is an abbreviation of Christus, that is the Greek word.
Okay, which was written with an X.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so it's actually a pretty interesting and like well thought way of abbreviating the word.
Yeah.
So it's not a modern Franken word, as you call them, created by modern people just because, I'm so tired of writing Christmas, I would just write X.
Exactly. And it's the same thing. Christos.
Okay.
There you are. So now it's your turn. Tell me something cool.
Okay.
You were actually going to mention like some nice expressions, and I really need to know more about those since, honestly speaking, I don't know that many British expressions, especially for Christmas.
Not me either. But actually, I just used the one with don't get your tinsel in a tangle. And it's a pretty common one. It means when you're like, you start like, I don't know, beating around the bushes and you start, like you get bogged down into too many details that eventually you have no idea how to escape from that. So it's like, don't make it complicated. So to get complicated is like to get your tinsel in a tangle. So we usually use it in negative. So it's like, hey, don't get your tinsel in a tangle.
Okay, that sounds a little bit of a tongue twister, doesn't it?
Yeah, there are some tongue twisters, but I'm not going to go into that. It's not, I feel it will be a bit difficult.
You don't want to make yourself a fool? That's already my role here.
Well, with all the trimming stuff, we are lit here, like a Christmas tree. So that's enough of it. By the way, to lit something like a Christmas tree means to be like extremely, to have plenty of lights and decoration and to be a bit exaggerated. And we usually use it with like the room or whatever, like your house. If you have plenty of decoration and lights and stuff, you can say that. You make this simile or comparison. Like you lit the house like a Christmas tree. Okay. By the way, I'm not sure whether you can see it, but we had a pretty nice Christmas tree in the background.
I was so excited. I also put this on.
Yeah, we decorated all of us together. It was amazing. Yeah. It's a really cool experience.
Yeah.
All of them in a team.
Setting up the Christmas tree. That's one of my favorite parts of it.
So another one is, it's just a phrasal verb. You might already know. By the way, do you know how to say, when you have like presents, you've got presents and you want to cover them in really nice Christmas paper, like, to show you make the Christmas
like wrap your presents?
You wrap your presents, right? Okay, so you can use the phrasal verb to wrap up for meaning to conclude. Okay, and it's a really semi-formal, even informal phrasal verb in a conversation or even in semi-formal writings. Whenever you want to finish or to conclude, you can just say to wrap up.
Nice.
We can, whatever. You keep on with the conclusion.
And now it's ready to be delivered.
Yeah, to wrap up. There you are. Perfect.
Fantastic.
That's a really good one.
Okay, cool.
And I was thinking as well, there's some short expressions with Christmas. The common one will be to have a white Christmas. Have you ever had a white Christmas?
Not really.
No. Well, I believe we did have kind of a white Christmas some years ago with all the blizzard and the snow.
Yeah, that was like almost 2 years ago.
Or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, who knows when you watch us, okay?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
We're talking about all this like big, huge snowfall we had in Madrid. It was all white. But as far as I remember, it was just a bit after Christmas.
Yeah.
But that would be like a white Christmas. Basically a Christmas when you've got plenty of snow.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice feeling. I used to grow up with that,
Nice.
So my Christmas used to be white.
I never had it, unfortunately. It never gets that cold.
Yeah. And what about, sometimes some people have the holidays blue or the Christmas blue. Do you know what that is?
Yeah. Have you been there?
Well, when I don't have white Christmas, yeah.
You get the holiday
Well, it's pretty
blue?
usual in Spain, to be honest.
Nice. Yeah. Well, yeah. Certainly being, I don't know, like here in Spain and not being with my family, sometimes I definitely get it.
Okay, yeah. So to have the Christmas blue is like because the color blue is linked to the sadness. Okay, so to be a bit, like sad or under the weather in terms of your mood and feelings. So if you have a Christmas blue, means that you get a bit of homesick or you sometimes miss your routine because you have far too much free time. It's crazy. I so much look forward to Christmas, and others are just looking forward to their day to day. Yet you also have that expression if it's your case.
Yeah, you can have that. I don't know why. I mean, I guess that I don't know that much about psychology of colors. Is just that blue is
Well,
just
we do
that
know,
color?
like red is usually for anger. Okay, so to get red is to get extremely angry, and blue always with sadness. That's where the jazz and blues comes from, because it's a kind of a sad music, if you like.
Yeah, that reminds me of the movie Inside Out. Have you watched that?
Yeah, that
Oh
is
my God, I
amazing. A
love that
pretty good
movie.
one.
Okay, so now I wanted to mention a couple of other words like
Okay.
festive. Well, this is an easy one, especially for those, I guess, for Spanish speakers, it would be easier. It just comes from Latin festivus, which is like joyable.
Okay, so Festivus is joyable. It's not like a free day.
No,
Because
no,
we
no.
know in Spanish we have the word. Okay.
I was like, I guess since it's a free day, you're gonna be happy.
Okay, yeah. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. And then Advent, which
Yeah.
comes from Adventus, which is the arrival.
Oh, the arrival.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like everything you're telling me today, like so.
Yeah. Lastly, then you have nativity, which is
But that, I think that comes from the birth.
exactly. Yeah,
Right,
there you are.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
there you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Spanish speakers, I guess that for you is a little bit easier to get this one. Yeah. Now,
Okay, so do you know
uh-huh.
the difference between a sleigh and a sled? Or, sorry, the word sleigh and the word sled.
Aren't they supposed to be the same thing?
Yeah,
I always
kind
use
of.
sled since it's easier to write when I was a kid.
Okay, so guys, I'm not sure whether you know what we're actually referring to here. Okay, so a sleigh and a sled, they're really similar. Sometimes they are just synonyms. And they refer to this vehicle you move on snow. Okay, so usually Father Christmas.
Father Christmas.
Yeah, well, if you're from Britain, you will say Father Christmas. If you're from the US, more likely you're gonna say Santa Claus. Okay, but so a sleigh is the one that Father Christmas or Santa Claus uses to move around, to like actually cross the whole world and give presents. And a sled can be used as well, like in general in our day-to-day life. You can use it if you have some huskies or dogs. They can. A sled is the the vehicle which is being pulled by huskies as well. Okay, so I think I will use that sled or a sledge. Okay, sometimes sled is also the verb for this kind of device.
Now it all makes sense. I guess that's why I never got what I really wanted in Christmas every now and then. Since I always use sled, I should have used the other word.
Sleigh, yeah, that was it.
I'm sorry, Santa Claus.
Okay.
I didn't know. I was just a little kid.
Well, you can ask for one now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what about some typical foods or something you can associate with Christmas, or you do prepare for Christmas?
Okay, well, obviously that certainly depends on the country. However, in my case, what I love drinking on Christmas is eggnog.
Eggnog.
Oh my
I've
God,
never
I love it so
had.
much.
It's so I don't know. I always like if you watch series or American series or whatever, you always encounter this this drink.
It's fantastic. I love it. It's like, I guess I love that it's just thinking about the beginning of it. It's just like, I don't know, all the harvest is over. We don't have any fruit left. We don't have anything left. So we're just going to use like milk and some vanilla and some cloves and then see what comes out.
And eggs. Does it have? It does have
definitely
eggs.
has some
Okay,
eggs.
so this is like the origin of the beverage.
Yeah. And well,
You say it's a beverage, or it's just a dessert?
I would just say it's a drink.
Okay, just a drink. Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is, so does it have alcohol?
Of course, you have to add some bourbon on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that way it's so delicious. I love it. However, I don't know how much I can admit that I love that drink here. It's only in Christmas, so it's okay.
Okay.
So,
okay.
by the way, what about Father Christmas?
Okay. Father Christmas.
Do you like where does this guy come from?
Well, I always thought that had to do with Saint Nicholas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this was apparently was a saint who would like give toys to the poor kids. Okay, I guess he was a carpenter or something, or at least in what I gathered or the myth that I read. And he will make toys for kids and he will deliver those toys at Christmas. So that's why. So Father Christmas is like his name is Nicholas. That's like my version of the story. Is there anything different to it?
No. My question was more like, why do you call it Father Christmas and not Santa Claus?
Okay, sorry.
Like us.
Well, I wouldn't know.
My guess.
But in Europe, you say father, right? Like in Spanish, you say papa, or I don't even know in French right now.
Noël.
Noël, oui, mais which is do they use like father, Noël, or I have no idea.
I'm not completely sure. Excuse my French.
Well, as long as you don't speak Greek to me,
yeah,
I can perfectly understand.
No, it's okay. We can leave that to people who make up cool words that we use nowadays.
Okay, so I wouldn't know, honestly.
Well, I believe that the Father Christmas, perhaps more like Santa Claus, is something that they brought to the US back in the day. And they stopped using it, and now we just keep using it, and you don't use it, and it's like...
Okay, so you mean they like the people?
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, for instance, like the word Merry Christmas.
Okay.
You know that you in the UK, they usually say Happy Christmas.
Indeed, yeah.
Merry also means happy. It's just an older word that they used to use, like, I don't know, 100 years ago. And then they stopped using it in the UK. However, it was still being used in the US.
Okay, so basically Mary is older.
Yeah, exactly.
Older than the word happy.
Yeah, there you are.
Okay,
exactly.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure whether you knew the word merry. So to feel merry or to be merry means to be happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you use it on a daily basis if you like. Okay, like a synonym to the word happy.
If you want to sound like old Victorian or something, you can start saying, I hope that you are merry.
Well, use it if we're talking about official exams and you need synonyms to merry. It is synonyms to happy. Go along with merry, okay? So it's going to be like the easiest way of remembering it, you know? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Okay. By the way, there's also like this expression in English, the more the merrier. Means that the more people we've got here, the happier we're going to be. Okay, so that's a different thing. You can phase in your speakings if you like, or if the speaking enables you to use it.
Thanks for covering the part where we've also been extremely like teaching methods or whatever.
Yeah, because we have to focus on delivering English right here, or for students.
So I get that everything is on the checklist right now. I just wanted to mention one little small detail, that it was the meaning of a Christmas carol. It comes from the word coral, okay?
Carol.
Okay. Which is not coral, like, you know, what you see on the ocean. No. Coral is like a word that refers to the musician that goes with the chorus.
Okay, so it's like chorus and choral have the same etymology, like the same origin.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, for sure. Very good.
So I'm actually quite done.
Yeah, so we can wrap it up here.
Yeah, we
can
wrap this up. Fantastic.
Yeah, because I'm so looking forward to go home and to unwrap my Christmas presents. Okay, because I was told that I behaved pretty nicely this year, and apparently Father.
I still have time to use the correct word, and probably Santa Claus is going to give me what I asked for.
Okay, what was that? There's gonna be
can I say that? No, that's not gonna happen. I shouldn't.
Well, we know what actually Alonso refers here to, and we know what he might ask for Christmas, but we won't actually mention the word just in case. You know, Father Christmas or Santa Claus won't come to his place.
Yeah, but I hope that it's something that makes. I'm just gonna give a little guess. It's something that makes music, and that's pretty much it.
So it's not gonna be the one with the sleigh and the sled. And no, gosh, okay. So something regarding music.
Yeah. So, I hope that we all both. I don't know if you're looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to having a white Christmas. So.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
see how it's-
you didn't sound that convincing, but okay, I'm gonna let it
but
pass.
I know. I'm gonna be having a white Christmas because hopefully I might go to some mountain
Okay.
and some
Okay, then
wintry place.
I'm gonna remain here. Okay, cool. So
Keep in touch then.
well, now
for the following podcast.
Sure. So thank you so much for listening. And of course, like if you like it, well, I'll be back in a second to explain the whole thing, but you can listen to us on Spotify, on everything, and all the platforms.
Yeah, and happy Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
Bye.
Hola, aquí ya estoy de regreso y bueno, ya Rox se fue, espero que la pase muy bien y pase una bonita Navidad. Y bueno, como habrán escuchado y visto, para lo que nos escuchan y ven en YouTube, en el episodio de hoy nos pusimos más festivos con la Navidad. Y bueno, después de estar goofing around y hablar de las cosas que llevamos puesto por un rato, Rox y yo empezamos a hablar de nuestro enfoque de hoy, que es, por mi lado, hablar un poco del origen de algunas palabras de Navidad y por el lado de Rox, comentar algunas expresiones de esta época, así como alguna que otra curiosidad. Personalmente me encanta hablar del origen de palabras, y bueno, empezando con la primera, tenemos Christmas, que, in a nutshell, es una palabra compuesta o Frankenword, teniendo la parte de Christ, que viene de Christos, una palabra griega que a su vez fue traducida del hebreo Masaya, que significa Mesías, y por otro lado tenemos Mas, que tiene varias interpretaciones. Por un lado, se toma del latín maese y, de nuevo, espero no estar butchering o masacrando la pronunciación, aunque, bueno, como comentábamos Rox y yo, es difícil que los hablantes nativos se ofendan por mi pronunciación, y si lo están, seguro que no me lo dirían. Volviendo a la explicación, mas se toma de esta palabra y una de sus interpretaciones, la cual no es muy aceptada, es que viene de la masa o cuerpo de Cristo. Otra es que ya como maese viene de la palabra misa, que es la palabra para hablar de la Eucaristía. Y ahora, ya que me puse a hablar del tema, quise también comentar sobre Xmas. Como muchos tal vez pensaban, y me incluyo, es que era una manera cool o más moderna de recortar Christmas. Otro origen era de simplemente quitarle la palabra de Christ para hacerlo menos religioso. Pero en realidad, la X es solo una abreviación de la palabra griega Christos, que se escribe con X. Curioso, ¿no? Ahora, poniendo a Rox en el spotlight, nos comparte algunas expresiones navideñas divertidas, empezando por Don't get your tinsel in a tangle, que literalmente sería algo como no dejes tu tinsel o las guirnaldas se te enreden, o no enredes tus guirnaldas. Significa no te hagas líos, no te enredes, no te compliques. Por ello hay que not get bogged down, complicarse en detalles. Y andas yéndote o por las ramas o beating around the bushes. Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. Suena como un tongue twister o trabalengua, ¿no les parece? ¿Creen que lo puedan repetirlo 3 veces seguidas? También tenemos la expresión de to lit something as a Christmas tree, que como es decorar algo tanto que ya es un poco exagerado. Se suele usar con habitaciones o la casa, así como decoraste tu casa como un árbol de Navidad. No solo tenemos idioms, sino incluso phrasal verbs con motivo navideño, como wrap something up o simplemente wrap up, que significa concluir, ya que, ya saben, están envolviendo algo como el último paso a hacer y entregarlo como un regalo. Este se puede usar en cualquier producción semiformal o informal. Hay otras expresiones cortas, festivas, como having a white Christmas, que es tener una Navidad con nieve. Algo que casi pudimos tener en Madrid en 2021, cuando cayó la tormenta de nieve. Pero bueno, esto ocurrió un poco después de Año Nuevo. También tenemos el Holidays Blue o Christmas Blue, que es, bueno, sentirse triste o melancólico durante estas épocas por varios motivos, como extrañar tu casa o sentirse homesick, o porque quieras volver a la rutina ya que has tenido demasiado tiempo libre. Parece insólito, ¿cierto? Aunque Rox nos cuenta que de vez en cuando, ese es su caso, espera con ansias a la Navidad, she looks forward to Christmas, pero en otras solo quiere volver al día a día. Y bueno, como un comentario extra, se usa el azul porque este tiene una connotación triste en la psicología del color. Y por eso es que el blues se llama así como el rojo de la ira. justo como los personajes de la película Inside Out. ¿La han visto? Continuando con las palabras, tenemos festive, que viene del latín festivus, que significa jubiloso o alegre, lo cual tiene sentido, que estamos jubilosos o alegres si tenemos el día libre. Luego tenemos advent, que viene de adventus, que significa the arrival, la llegada. También tenemos nativity, que como Rox intuye rápidamente, significa nacimiento. Rox nos comenta también la diferencia entre la palabra sleigh y sled. Y es que aunque en español ambos significan trineo, sleigh es el más, si se quiere, tradicional que por ejemplo Father Christmas para los británicos o Santa Claus para los norteamericanos utiliza para entregar regalos de Navidad. Y sled es el más común que se puede ser arrastrado por huskies, preferiblemente ya que seguro unos chihuahuas lo pasarían muy mal. Supongo que por usar mal estas palabras Santa Claus a veces no me entregaba lo que quería. Para este año me aseguraré de usar sleigh. Ahora, una cosa típica de Navidad con la que personalmente me gusta mucho celebrar la Navidad es con el eggnog o el ponche de huevo. Seguro lo habrán visto en muchas películas estadounidenses. Me gusta pensar que seguro viene de no tener más nada después de la cosecha y mezclar las cosas que habían disponibles como huevos, leche y a veces vainilla con algunos clavos. Es muy rico, sobre todo si lo hacen con bourbon. You should definitely give it a shot. Luego tenemos a Father Christmas, quien, por el lado de Rox, nos comenta de sus orígenes, que era un carpintero que daba regalos a los niños, quien por cierto se llamaba Nicolas. También es reconocido en varias partes de Europa como Noel, en el caso de Francia, y de ahí Rox y yo hacemos un play on words o juego de palabras. Por eso le digo, excuse my French, que es una expresión coloquial que se usa cuando se va a decir, o ya se ha dicho, algo inapropiado. También es común decir, pardon my French. Luego ella dice, as long as you don't speak Greek to me, que no solo hace referencia a que hemos hablado del origen etimológico de palabras, por ejemplo, Christos, sino también de la expresión sounds Greek to me, que se usa para decir cuando no entendemos nada, algo en concreto, o que suena a chino, como se diría en español. A mí me parece, y hago una fe de rata aquí, es que en el que se usa Santa Claus en Norteamérica, seguro es por algo que se llevó a América hace muchos años y luego se dejó de utilizar en el Reino Unido, pero persistió al otro lado del océano. Así como ocurre con la expresión Merry Christmas, que significa lo mismo que Happy Christmas, pero siendo Merry una palabra más antigua. Como no podía faltar hablar de lo que les puede ser útil de los exámenes oficiales, esta palabra viene siendo un buen añadido a su repertorio de vocabulario. Ya el último fun fact sería con la palabra carol, que viene de la palabra coral. Y no es lo que te encuentras en el océano, sino a la palabra que se usaba para referirse al músico que acompañaba a los coristas cuando iban a presentarse. Y bueno, ya con eso podemos wrap this episode up por hoy. Aunque engañé a Rox haciéndole creer que quiero un trineo para Navidad. Supongo que por este tipo de cosas estaré en la naughty list de Santa Claus. Y bueno, ya definitivamente eso es todo por hoy. Espero que sobre todo tengan una feliz Navidad y para los que lo desean que tengan una White Christmas. Yo definitivamente espero tener una White Christmas, aunque es poco probable que vaya a pasar. Pero bueno, soñar no cuesta nada, ¿cierto? Recuerden que siempre pueden escucharnos en todas las plataformas. Les recomiendo que se suscriban a nuestro canal de YouTube, así como seguirnos en todas las redes sociales. Espero que la pasen muy bien y bueno, los espero para un próximo episodio. Bye.